right. Welcome to Liber Novus, Chapter 7, Part 3, To Prison to Break. This, Liber Novus, is an actual play podcast. Nope. Fuck. I was just thinking in my head, I got this down. I got this intro down. I was literally I was watching all the clips as I'm getting ready to upload a huge batch over winter break. And in my head, I was like, man, I'm so much better. And I fucked it up. I got too cocky. I didn't respect the ladder.
Didn't respect it.
Yeah.
Fell down the ladder, hit every rung on the way down.
That's right. That's what happens when I broke my ankle a few years back. People were like, Ben, what happened? I didn't respect the ladder. I was cocky. Ladder cocky. Welcome to Liber Novus, a actual play stream using the Savage World system created by Pinnacle Entertainment. This is a homebrewed urban fantasy type setting, so everything we know happened, except in the backgrounds there were ghosts and goblins, vampires and vixens, angels and aliens, and angles if you mistype it, just everywhere. And
devils and angles.
Devils and angles. Devils and angles. Yeah.
You are a devil.
Yes. And one of these groups is a group known as the 1001, which are a group of adventurers and spies and archaeologists and explorers, toughs and knee breakers, whose sole purpose is to keep the adventure or keep the story going. They're led by the enigmatic Morrison Lemire. And two such agents of the 1001 are the players today. So, let us introduce ourselves. Below me, with a frog in a hat and a hat frog, is...
Oh, that was my cue.
That was your cue!
I'm Jackie. Use she, they pronouns. I play Amy Wurs, who also uses she, they pronouns. Amy Wurs is, even though she uses she, they pronouns, she also identifies as a problem. She's a Dampier with an attitude and mommy issues, is the TLDR of that.
Aren't we all?
No.
Okay. The end.
I love just shutting down jokes. I'm sorry.
It's fair. I love a good joke shutdown as well. I also like ruining yawns. That's my move.
Ruining yawn?
Yeah, you should do. It's awful. It's really obnoxious. So I only do it with people I'm related to, mostly Hannah, my wife. I'm not related to her. That was weird. Fucking hold on, stop, time out. Let's say people I'm either related to or very comfortable with.
We understand the distinction between legal relationship and related genetically.
Yeah. So when someone yawns, you just tap them on the tongue, and it's so gross. And it just ruins their yawn. It's so funny. It makes me laugh. I don't do it often because then I'd probably be divorced. But
because for years I have done that to cats just to harass them.
Now you got to do it to a human.
No. Anyway,
and now you introduce yourself.
And hi, I am Paxton. I use he/him pronouns. I'm playing Streffen, who identifies as just a little guy, who also uses he/him pronouns.
Yeah. Our characters actually have been, really competent in the last few sessions.
You say that like you're surprised.
Well, coming off of the arc before this, they did not act competent. They got themselves in all sorts of trouble. But this time, their responsibility was to break into a very, very difficult prison. And they did
Secret and super secure.
secret and super secure. And they managed to do it with the help of a creature that they, like a person, that they then abandoned, abandoned to death.
What's his name?
Sir Alphonse
Porter
the Third.
I think you're forgetting a portion of his title there.
Oh, Corporal Sir Alfred Alphonse Porter the Third. This is a bit where I don't write any names down. I learn all the names. I make them up as I go along, usually using things that are around me. So if you were like, Ben, I need a character, I'd be like, all right, this character's name is Jumbo Hidden. Like, that's just what... that's what... actually, their name would probably be... I don't know. But yes, I just, like, grab letters and numbers.
And full words, apparently.
Yeah. His name would be Mr. Pines. Stan Pines.
Stan Pines.
I just anyway. That
Everybody's Grunkle.
Everybody's. God, I fucking love that show. Anyway,
so good.
They made their way in. They got into the prison, and then through a really good roll, they intimidated, and through a pretty good roll. I am fucking batting 1,000 today.
You're doing great.
Thank you. They intimidated a janitor, and that janitor carted them down the entire length of the cell block. There were also things that happened there. And not a janitor, an inmate who ran the laundry and sort of janited. That's not a verb.
Sort of janited.
Sort of janited.
They used fear to make someone be like, man, did I leave my oven on? They got all the way to the securest portion. And it wasn't Amy's mom who they've been looking for. It was Amy's cousin. And she is not what you remember. She's a little... a little out
there.
Yeah, a little out there. And as they were leaving, they let...
Are you saying that carceral punishment is not good for the people that are incarcerated?
No, yeah. Like, it's not... Are you saying that we're not, like, human beings that need, like, to be around other people before our neurons start to... Yeah.
Let's be clear. She's a Dhampir. That's not quite a human being. It's like a little half there, you know.
She's a being.
Yeah, but he said human being, and I take offense to that clarification.
That's fair. You're like, I'm not anybody's shitty human. Get the fuck out of here.
Yep, that's what Amy sounds like.
You let go a very tall being with like super long legs and a long torso, and then just like a daffodil for a face, like a poofy daffodil head and a big smile and tiny black eyes.
Definitely
terrifying.
Us later.
Yep. And you were
sure,
like,
he'll haunt our nightmares regardless.
Yeah, because he does only haunt sleepy people. He's the tall guy. And you were on your way to let out the hot guy, like a dude.
Hotman.
When you ran afoul with the guards who had come back. And
I murderized a dude with a bolt of my coagulated blood.
Oh yeah, you shot right through the shield and sliced him in half. And then 3 like stun grenades, like magical stun grenades, were flying through an open doorway when everything froze, and the person who you thought was a janitor came out, and it is Septimus, one of the, as I said, you've never met Septimus, but he's one of the most powerful beings in the Mysteria. You think there's a lot of mystery around him, and just so that you remember, Septimus has like shoulder length, like black, almost purple hair. His skin is like slightly grayish. He's got thin purple lips. He is wearing a lavender tuxedo with
Yes.
holding a lavender top hat, and he's got a cane and opera gloves across his wrist. And he just showed up and like made time freeze.
Not that it's important to what's about to happen, but the inmate that had been working on the laundry was known as Poor Miles.
Yeah, Poor Miles.
His name is probably just Miles, but he referred to himself as Poor Miles, and so that's all it is in my notes.
Yeah, Poor Miles. Yeah, that was
4 miles.
I remember.
He was just like, "Oh, Poor Miles."
I remembered the poor part, but I didn't remember the Miles part. So, because someday you're gonna have to send me the name of everyone I ever said. Like, you're just gonna have to like help me out and be like, all right, Ben, here's the cast of characters that you have created at the moment.
I mean, I've written up the first 2 arcs. I've typed up my notes from those, so I just need to do the rest.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Benny for Jackie for
Benny for
taking
Jackie.
notes.
Yeah, Benny for Jackie for keeping good notes.
doing
and remembering
the-
notes. Thanks,
for
Jackie.
doing
Hell yeah.
the
I'll take a
whole
notes, Benny.
Taking
that,
notes. Yeah, everybody gets it.
everything run smoothly.
Everybody gets a Benny.
Oh, it's a sad bell. Wow.
All right. So he's standing
Imagine that.
in front of
Shut
you.
the fuck up.
All right. So let's set the scene. You are in a darkened facility full of all of the inmates that needed to be by themselves, like in solitary confinement. You have a dead guard at your feet. Time has stopped, which you know because there are 3 grenades that you read magically, Streffen, knowing that they have some sort of stun power in them. And he is standing in front of you, he being Septimus, and you can move, and your cousin can move. So there are 4 creatures that are not frozen right now. And he is just like, hello! It's so nice to see you.
How do you do?
Oh, I do. I mean, I could be better. It all depends on how this conversation goes. I worked so hard to get you here, after all.
Yeah, it seems like the outcome of this conversation could drastically change the way our day is going, too.
It's true. It's true. And he points at those 3 stun grenades that are just frozen in air. When those land, it'll be quite a boom.
I think Amy has the common sense to remain silent for now. Like she's put herself between this guy and her cousin that they had just released and are taking with them, but hasn't said anything and is just staring.
Oh, don't worry, Miss Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Paxton.
Oh, I was just going to say, meanwhile, Streffen is code switching entirely to deferential toward capricious fey beings who appear out of nowhere.
Customer service voice. Got it. Yeah, it's great that Streffen's here while Amy is also here, what with her rebellious nature and all.
God.
And he just says, don't worry, Wars Renric. I don't understand why you didn't have that hyphenated. I'm not here for your cousin. Well, sort of. I've already been here for your cousin. Isn't that right, sweet pea? And your cousin goes, we went on so many trips.
I didn't hear what you said. You were too quiet.
Oh, sorry. She says, we went on so many trips. Yes, I showed her the world. A veritable Aladdin, if you will.
Thank you. Well, I suppose that it wasn't just good fortune that you happened to be here to arrange for this conversation.
No.
How
Go ahead.
how can we help you, sir?
Oh, I have a request. The last time I did this, it did not go the way I wanted to, but I thought this time it would. See, a younger me was far too capricious. Didn't do it the right way. This feels much more, Damocles style. Would you like some tea?
I'm not particularly thirsty at the moment. Thank you.
Fair.
Well, if you're, sorry, I have a cat who is being obnoxious.
She's precious, and you better fucking take that back.
Oh, she can be precious and obnoxious. I promise.
Yeah.
She just decided that something was a toy, so now it is. Well, so long as you are offering, I suppose it would be impolite for me to decline.
Oh, so yes. Such Mr. Manners you are. And he claps his hand and something straight out of Beauty and the Beast. I do not know why I'm making all these Disney references today, but a table comes hopping in and 4 chairs sit down, and then a whole tea set on a cart comes zooming up. There are 4 chairs. Please, everyone, sit. And your cousin starts to go sit. It starts to move to sit down.
I think Streffen makes one anxious glance over at the stun grenades hanging in the air, and then just limps over to a chair, takes a seat.
Cookie.
Amy is the last to sit, but she does sit, but her sword does not go back in its sheath. It's just laying across her lap.
Nice. Cookie. It's one of those cookies that have they're circular and they've got jam in the middle.
Oh yeah,
Jammy Dodger.
Is that what they're called?
I think so. If my Doctor Who knowledge isn't failing me at the moment.
I'm gonna look it up. No, I'm not. Fair
That's
enough.
what I'm doing.
Jammy Dodgers.
Yep, it's a Jammy Dodger.
Jammy Dodger. There you go. They're
Dodger.
Would you like a Jammy Dodger? They're delicious.
Don't believe me? Ask the dishes.
There's the
dishes.
It just starts breaking into song, and we get DMCA.
Yep. Gosh, the ghost of Walt Disney's gonna have my fucking knees.
Yes.
Man, I fucking miss Jerry Orbach with every fiber of my being.
Yeah.
No one puts Lenny in a corner. No. And he said, as he's pouring you all tea, he says, well, the deal is very, very simple, actually. I need you to kill Morris and Lemire.
Amy blinks a few times. And I'm sorry. What did you just say to us?
I need you to kill Morris and Lemire.
Why?
All right. I tried this metaphor last time, you hear. We're going to see how it works with you. Imagine, and he like reaches into like the sugar dish and pulls out a sugar cube. Imagine this is your universe. The one we sit in right now.
Yes.
Yes. Delightful. 4 corners. No, so many more corners. No. I don't fucking know how
It's
math.
just 8. It's
Yeah.
just 8 corners.
Yes.
8 vertices.
Yes.
8 corners, 9 sides, right? No, 6 sides. 8 corners, 6 sides.
Yep. Like 8
You know, like
corners.
dice.
Yes, like dice. 8 corners, 6 sides. Held, in place. And then he dips it into the tea, just so like just the bottom of it is in it, and you see like the milky
Sog it up a little
brown,
bit.
just sort of traveling up the cube, and it dissolves. See, this is actually your universe, slowly but surely dissolving into nothingness. And it sort of needs to happen. There was a wrong committed. And I'm sad to say that I was part of the wrong. I didn't know it at the time, but that's not what, ignorance is no excuse. This universe needs to fall apart in order for the real universe to come back. But Morris and Lemire and you damned 1001s continue it day after day, like you're some sort of Scheherazade, putting off your killing, your own execution. This story needs to end. And I need you to help me. And he now brings the tea to his mouth and drinks it.
What the actual fuck does that mean, though?
I can. There are certain
stipulations, quid pro quos, rules to be followed.
Yes, that actually. God,
Itty bitty living space.
Afraid master. We can't tell. Boop, 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 boop. He says to you, Jesus fucking Christ, it's quite sad.
No, Robin Williams.
Yes, I get it. Fair. He says to you, I can't. This is how I can explain it. I can't do more than that. Without you agreeing. Because when you can agree, we can do things. I can show you things after a deal is struck.
Show us the world, shining, shimmering, splendid.
So
already made that.
You ain't never had a friend like me. No.
God, this is going to be a slight tangent, but I'm going to be super fucking fast with it, I promise.
Sure.
Okay. One of my favorite musicals is a production called Twisted, written and made by StarKid, who got famous for a Harry Potter musical.
Yes.
Twisted is great. It is the beautiful marriage of Aladdin and Wicked, where it's like Jafar isn't as bad as you thought he was. It was just the retelling of the story from Aladdin's perspective made him look like a dick.
Sure.
Oh, fuck. You said something. I forgot my
sorry.
point already. God damn it. Oh, no. What did you say just before I jumped into this?
I said you ain't never had a friend like me.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. So, because Aladdin is a Disney IP, they have Jasmine Princess Jasmine's name copywritten, so they could only refer to as the princess, and Genie as a name is their IP, so they could only refer to it as the Jinn. And the way that they handled the Jinn in the production was that, like, he is a being that exists outside of our understanding of time and space and can see way into the future, which is how he kept making references to like movies and shows from our present time instead of the time period that it's like set in.
Right.
And I just love that explanation, and that's it. That was the whole point of this side tangent. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Watch Twisted. It's great. It's on YouTube, the whole thing for free.
The whole thing. Okay, nice. I mean, it makes sense to me, right? He obviously like.
Yeah.
Yes, that's good. It is true. Phenomenal
It's just so
cosmic
good.
power.
Shitty living space.
Yes. So he just says, "Come. What's he ever done to you? He's put you in bad places, right? He's gotten you beaten up, nearly killed. For what?" "You killed that person." And he points to the person on like the two halves on the ground. For him? For Lemire?
Don't think you have a clear understanding of my motivations at this point in time.
Fair enough. Why don't you illuminate me?
I am not here on behalf of Lemire. I am here because I am under contract to do something at cost of my life.
Well, you did in for a penny, in for a pound it.
Yeah, I don't half-ass.
It's true.
And
See, this is why I need you. And your babysitter.
sir, I'm sorry. Did you say your name was Septimus?
He gets such a mean look when he says that. Like, she's so fucking offended.
Septimus, yes. Meanwhile, your cousin has just been like building little sandwiches, by the way. Just like, and telling stories. And then the lady came over to the Shining Knight and said, "I don't want you to sacrifice yourself." And the Shining Knight said, "It is the penance I have to do." No. And like this, like with like a fork and spoon.
When does she get to the you must pay the rent, but I can't pay
Right,
the rent.
exactly.
I'll pay the rent. My hero.
The legend of the rent was way past due. Anyway, Septimus, I can't believe I'm saying this, but my problem isn't the killing of Morrison Lemire necessarily. It is the apparent omnicide that would follow according to your demonstration.
Yeah, is this like a Noah's Ark situation where everything would be just fucking dead except for the two people, or is it like a consciousness would be immediately supplanted into a different existence?
I don't understand how it would be a good thing for us to end the universe that we live in. Do you understand why that is a little ethical speed bump for me?
No.
Amy does snort. There's no humor on her face, but she does snort.
I mean, it's wrong. It's not.
What
it's
is?
the universe?
I'm trying to make sure I understand what's happening here.
Sure.
You fucked up,
No.
and I'm sorry.
I'm not exactly. Fuck up is such a rotten way of a base way of saying it.
Did you just call me basic? No.
Yes, I mean,
I'm based. Yes, I know.
I mean, just.
Amy is based.
I do not sympathize because you're a simple bitch. No.
That one would have been met with a, I mean, he's not wrong kind of shrug.
No, I can't. And like you see, like a single hair, like his hair's been pretty good and like sort of dropped down. I need you to understand that this is something that needs to happen.
Under whose authority?
You know, if I thought you were going to ask so much questions, I wouldn't have chosen you for this.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not likely to just blindly jump into a thing.
False.
She says, a hypocrite.
Yes.
She says after blindly jumping into this thing we're currently doing.
Mind you, it wasn't totally blind. She did ask questions, but also she has her own motivations for wanting it to be a thing. Not the point of the conversation, but I do saving grace of Amy. She's got her motivations. She's got her reasons. She's not an idiot.
He like tucks his hair back into place. I'm going to need a minute to cool off. And then like claps his hands again. And we're gonna draw an initiative
damn it.
as the ready for initiative while first the grenades are going to hit. He needs a minute.
Yeah, he needs a minute.
Yeah, he needs a minute to cool down. He's so sad. All right, let's see.
He's so
He
sad.
hasn't given us anything. He's like, here's a very poorly explained metaphor, but you have to understand, you need to do this. And we're like, why do we need to do this? Like, you're asking too many questions. Like, I don't.
I know what. Yes. Yeah. All right. I need you guys to make vigor rolls at -4.
At -4, you say?
Yeah, I was gonna say all of them, but then I realized here's the choice: you can make 3 vigor rolls or 1 vigor roll at -4.
Now, I have to ask for the sake of my own hindrances. Is one of the consequences of failing this potential fatigue?
No.
No. You don't get fatigue away from
Stun.
The stun spell.
You're just stunned.
Okay. Just as the stun spell. Okay. Oh boy. Do I want to roll this 3 separate times or once at -4?
Like, I'm thinking of statistics. It's like 3 separate times. I have a 50-50 chance of passing each time, right? -4. I have to ace to pass. I have to ace and get a 2 or higher, which is, God, I don't remember what fucking 1 out of 6 is, and then it would be 1 out of 3, so that's a 1 out of 9. Sorry, 1 out of like, it's not statistically
great.
speaking, the better option is 3 vigor rolls for me. Like, if we're being honest. But it's also Savage World. But if I do just the 1 roll, then I could burn all of my bennies on that. I'll do the 1 roll. Fuck it, we ball.
We ball.
Yeah, that was my logic as well.
Benny number 1. Goodbye, Belle.
Same here. Oh, that's an ace.
That's worse. Goodbye, Eden.
I need to roll for her.
Oh, there we go.
I'll spend one of her bennies.
Got it. I got it. I got a 6 total after the penalty.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Oof.
wow. And your cousin got a 6, 12, 15, 11. So she's all right.
Jesus Christ.
I got a 7.
All right.
I got a rock.
Oh,
All right. So
are we still sitting in the chairs, by the way, when he leaves?
nope. You're exactly to where you were the moment like you went back to your place.
That's mildly disorienting.
Yep.
Love that.
All right. So
Wildly disorienting.
let's pull some cards. 8 for Amy.
8 for Amy.
8 for Amy.
Ace for Pax or for Streffen.
Ace for Streffen.
4 for the cousin.
She has a name.
I can't remember it. That's
Jules. Julie.
Jules.
Juliana.
Yeah, Jules. Yep. That's. I was waiting for you to pick up on the Ben. Do you remember her name? Right, Jules. And then what is that? 9 for
9.
the guards, but they're not actually in the room yet. So, all right, Streffen, what are you gonna do?
I am going to go back to the old standby. And
What does that mean?
Cast deflection, silly.
Ah.
Actually, you
Tried and true, not the old standby. Old standby, I was like, why are you holding your turn? You have to go. You go before
Oh,
that.
I see. I see. You're like, oh, standby mechanically.
Yeah.
Of course, I could just say that the best defense is a good offense. Oh boy. Oh, I guess before I make this decision, I should double check. Do we refresh PowerPoints between sessions?
Nope.
Same as Benny's?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
No, they're rest based, not session based.
I thought so.
Hey, step off. That's my sound.
In that case, I got to spend a Benny to get some PowerPoints really quick.
Oh, yikes.
We all just turn into Harley Quinn.
Hello. No, wait, that's not card.
And I have...
Hello, I'm Harley Quinn.
Waka waka. That's not her at all.
What you doing, Paxton? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna multi-action.
Oh fuck.
Because why do one thing when you can do two? I'm going to cast deflection
Nice.
on myself and Amy.
Not
Sorry,
Jules.
Jules.
Oh rip.
Sorry, Jules. I don't have enough PowerPoints to also protect you. It's fine.
It's fine.
Probably. That is, oh boy, a 6 minus 2 is a 4.
Nice.
So
It goes off.
that's a success. We're each going to, or enemy ranged attacks are going to get -2 against us
Nice.
for 5 rounds. And then I'm going to cast Fear. I'm going to upcast it to turn it into a medium blast so I can target all of the enemy guards, question mark.
Sure. They're like you
Awesome.
can see them through the door as they're like sort of moving.
And that is a 9.
Do I have to roll to beat a 9? What do I roll? Do I roll their spirit? Smarts?
What is this spell again?
Fear.
This is Fear.
Oh yeah.
Extras become panicked. Wild cards roll on the Fear table. When I get a raise, they get a -2 on the Fear roll table.
Oh, but these are extras.
Oh, so it just fucking goes off?
Yep.
I'm gonna double check
I'm
if
looking at it
it's okay.
Yeah. It just works.
It goes off.
Yeah,
Fuck.
just one roll.
So a fear roll is what they're resisting with, which is a spirit roll. Yeah. So they make a fear roll
Yeah.
to resist.
Yep.
Yeah, and since I got a
It's at a -2 because you got the
raise.
All right.
yeah.
I'm gonna roll. Oh God, a 9. I have to beat a 4. Or yes.
Oh, I don't know if a fear roll is contested or if it's
not.
just
I
a.
don't think it's contested.
Okay.
Because it's still a -2. All right.
Yeah.
Do I spend a
Yeah.
GM Benny? Because that was a 0. These. Yeah, I'm going.
But what if you did spend a GM Benny? Hell yeah.
That's a 3.
What if you spent your other GM
You
Benny?
stop talking.
Holy. Get him, Jackie.
No, I'm not going to spend it this time. All right, so those.
I'm an equal opportunity bully, Benny bully.
So you hear some like screaming as and panicked yells. Streffen, looking through the door, you can see like the first 2 people that were about to come through the door are just backing up. One, and then another one has like turned and run and broken completely and is taking off. But there is a 4th one who, in his panic, is just spraying with his rifle. He is in. I did a little roll for fight or flight, and 3 of them rolled fight or flight, and 1 of them rolled fight, and so I'm going to roll to shoot you all, but it's going to be at a minus because he's not really aiming; he's just shooting.
What is panicked as an effect?
The character immediately moves full pace plus running die away from the danger and is shaken.
Yep. So that's fine. One of them is not. One of them is doing something else. Because I think it's more interesting.
But he has to roll to unshake if he's going to do that.
You're right. All right, I'll roll to unshake.
Maybe he fumbles on the gun.
Fuck. Nope, I didn't do it. So
But he's still there.
He's still there. He's just fumbling with his gun, and like his lip is quivering behind his little mask, behind his like half mask. You can like he's got those like that visor in front of it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna roll the other 3 to unshake. The ones that are running. One of them unshakes and sort of gets his bearing, but the other 2 are way down the hallway. And now it is Amy's turn.
Cool. Quick question: is there a door between us?
There is a doorway between you 2. Yes, the door is open.
Okay, but it is a door. There is a door. It's not just a doorway. There is something to close.
It swings towards them and not towards you. Yes, and it's like a big, heavy door, like metal door. Yes.
Okay. What do the handles look like?
From the inside.
From our side.
Yeah, you're on the inside. Like that's the way to think about it.
Okay.
You guys came in. Remember, there was the sort of like back way that you all came in. This is a junction space. So there's a door that leads further into the facility. That's the one that they have been coming from, and then there's the one that leads out, the other way. And that, so I think there's like these like it's more like a tourney thing, like you have in a ship. It's sort of it's like a wheel that locks, because it's a big, heavy fucking door. But that's the way to think about it.
Okay.
Okay.
If you were to assign a statistical hardness to the joint of the twisty thing for the door,
oh boy,
what would it be?
A statistical hardness.
Yeah, because objects have hardness value. Yeah.
I mean, the door, like, well, let me look up what the hardness is. Let's see what some of my examples are. Hardness.
Heavy door, 10. Handcuffs would be 12.
It's probably closer.
Modern shield would be 12.
Yeah, I think it's probably close to. It's probably a 10. Would be my guess. Like, Like the door itself is, the handle is probably a 10. The door itself is way hot because it's thick, So but this is like steel, but it's not. Yeah, 10 or 10ish would be my guess.
Gosh.
Okay. I'm just thinking about things. I don't think that's going to be super helpful for this. Because there's no way for me to make that. Because it doesn't get the bonus damage, and it won't ace. I could. No. So just so I have my mental map right, we're in a room or doorway. Like we'll say with the way things are oriented and like the direction we're going. We're moving from south to north. The doorway's on our east, and past the north is the additional rooms with the hotmen, and then the exit that we had come through the locker room.
That's exactly right. So, like, here you are. So let's go this way. Here you are, right? This is where you got Jules. This is where you were headed. This is where the other door is.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And this is the Hotman's room up here.
And there was just the one guy that we had saw outside the door that I had sliced in half. Yeah. Did Streffen move? Did you use any of your movement?
No, because I wasn't sure which way we were going.
Okay.
And I was too busy just doing a lot of magic.
What does your magic look like?
All of my magic is
brain magic.
What was that?
Brain magic.
Yeah, it's mostly brain magic. It's not generally very flashy. Like when I use deflection, it's just a matter of I can reach out and touch additional targets if I want to, and I and everyone else affected has a little bit more precognition so that we can dodge out of the way of projectiles and stuff. And for fear, I just force people to see things that are likely to happen to them, or what is the worst possible near future thing that could happen.
Oh, so you just give them anxiety.
Yeah.
I've eaten raw chicken.
Maybe I didn't cook it enough. Maybe I didn't cook that steak enough, and it was actually undercooked, and bacteria survived, and now I have a parasite, and I'm gonna die in 7 days, like Ring.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, like the fear that Streffen put on them last time was to make one of them run away was, I think I left my oven on. Right, like that, like that.
It was that kind of anxiety for the guy that is now split in half on the floor. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he shouldn't have come back. He should have checked his oven thoroughly.
Should have listened to that gut.
He had to go make a phone call.
Guys, it was the full force. Like I forced
something
them
horrible is through that door.
More like there is a potential future where we grab the C4 we were going to use to open the Hotman's cell and just blast open every cell instead, and just you pulled, everything is awful.
You pulled the full release thing, and like everybody, that's what they were starting to see, like the release of things that were
potential
bad.
Future.
Yeah.
And 3 of them were like, I need to get the fuck out of here. And one of them was like, I need to fucking stop this, I guess.
And just spray and pray, as someone once said to me, like, ah! but he didn't do it. Just wet his
So
pants.
back to my turn.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I almost said something kind of gross there, but we're
Yeah, I am going to have Amy lead. Do we have the C4 yet, or do we just know where it's at?
It wasn't yeah.
No, we have it. We have it because we had gone. I'd spent the penny for the thing, and yeah.
You
Okay.
blew up. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I don't worry.
I'm worrying about it.
So Amy is going to take Jules by the hand and continue to lead her further back towards the door that we had come through, because we still need to pass by Hotman's room. And the other way has guards, and if we don't need to kill them, I don't want to. But I do value my life above theirs, so if they come after me, they is gonna die. There's not really anything interesting to do beyond that.
Yep.
I don't think.
So you're gonna do your full move. Are you running?
Maybe. Actually, I lied. I don't think I'm gonna run. Well. I got this really cool new spell that I haven't used yet, and I'm thinking about using it. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to run. How much would my standard walking speed? How far into the, like, where would I end up if I didn't run?
Almost in the door. Almost there. It's a pretty, it's a large room. But, you would be, I think because of where you were halfway through the room. So you would be almost out of the room into the north room, into the Hotman.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to run because Streffen hasn't moved, and I don't want to get too far ahead of him. I want to have the chance to potentially go back. But I am going to take my action to cast Smite onto my weapon.
Ooh.
Thank you for the response. It made me feel very good about the choice. I'm going to roll. Let's see if it's going to do it. Are you going to help, Web? No? Okay. Oh! Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It didn't go off this time.
Oh.
That's what I said.
I
rolled 2 3s.
Oh, I thought you would have been like, I rolled negative. I rolled 2 1s, and now we have the magic feedback.
Yeah, no, I thank God I won that.
The best.
Nope. I'm not going to waste a penny on trying to get it to happen again. I'm just going to eat the 1 power point that happens when you fail, and I'm going to try again on a different turn.
Well,
but I think the way that it looks is like things are happening. We went from 0 to 100 to 0 again, back to 100. So at the whims of this purple-haired fuck. So I think Amy takes her sword, and this is going to be a little gross, but like just lightly cuts into the back of her hand, and then like has the blood, and it's a shallow enough cut that it's not like dangerous, but it's in an area where like it is going to be bleeding, that it like almost as if she were anemic, but she's not. Looks at Streffen. It readily coats the blade, but because she's a little frantic, I don't think she's concentrating enough on the spell for it to go off for this first time. Yeah, nothing happens.
It just drips blood. Boop, just a little drop.
Yeah, but now the back of her hand is bleeding.
Oh, well, it's your cousin's turn now. It's Jules' turn.
Does she move with me?
No, God, no.
No, I would have.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't move without her though. Like she grabs her hand and is going to lead her away. So if she doesn't move, I don't move.
Well, she. Well, this is probably why you got distracted. Because she looks at where the table was and where the sandwiches and spoons were, and she then looks up at the guard and she goes, "You ruined my story!" And her fangs come out. She moves her full distance to him, and then makes a bite attack on him, which is at a -2 because she did a full movement. But even with a -2, she rolled a 13. Because her D8 aced and then into a 7. And so
I'm assuming that's what the raise against his parry.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Is it a called shot if she's going for his neck?
Probably. So that's actually not a raise. That's just
it would be a 9.
It is one raise.
Okay.
No, it would be a 9. So you're right. So it's just one. It would almost. But she still gets her fangs in him. So let's roll 2d6.
Okay, so they have a parry of like probably a 5 or a 6. Good to know.
No, she only does 3 to him.
Would be a 6 then,
yeah,
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If the 9 didn't make it.
Yeah.
The called shots does additional damage. That's the trade-off.
Yeah.
Penalty to hit means additional damage on it.
Yeah, I didn't roll very well. I rolled like
Sir.
I rolled 2 1s and a 2. So
I mean,
but to the neck.
Shot to the throat should do like an additional 4 damage or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna let him take a wound. Like he'll take a full wound. She just doesn't like, But yeah, she bites right into his neck, and he drops the gun. And I was mostly rolling to see if he died.
I can't with this cat.
Oh, but his hands go slack to his sides. The weirdest part is we can't see anything, so we don't even know what's happening. It's just like giggling from like off screen.
I shared photos in the photo sharing of the Discord, which is pinned in the Twitch chat.
Oh, I see.
I see. He's very cute.
He is sending a message to my buddy Alex. Currently, it's just a bunch of Ks. I don't know how long it's been going, or if he's going to meet the character maximum at any point.
Oh wow! You got one of those fancy new boneless laptops.
Oh yeah. Actually, it was a gift from like Lilith and Hudson, but yeah, got a boneless laptop.
What is a boneless laptop? What does that mean?
There's a sticker.
Got a boneless sticker on it. What do you mean?
Oh, I thought it was like there's no frame. It's held up only by technology. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, some would argue that most laptops are boneless, but I would call them assholes.
Unboned.
Wow.
For not letting me have this.
Yeah. I'll let you have it. I just thought it was very special to have a boneless laptop.
I mean, I feel very special.
Well, that's good. His blood is being drank. Just dranked up.
Right.
Yeah. Next round of initiative.
Yeah. Actually, but luckily you all like the other ones need to come back. All right. Jackie. 3.
God damn.
Paxton, 8.
8.
Jules gets a king.
Good God.
And the other guys get a queen.
Okay.
Jules is going to
hang on.
Oh. Just spend a Benny. Spend a Benny, get a new card. Is that what you're doing?
I thought maybe Webb just like hang on. Webb just like peed on them. Like,
oh no.
Hang on. There's someone at my door. Hang on. There's a ghost. Uh-oh. Hang on.
Hang on.
I don't know what's
Tiger.
happening.
Oh,
What? What? Now you're back.
are you back?
I left the call. How am I back?
You didn't leave the
Oh.
call. You were never
Okay.
left. You never left
What
us.
was the last thing you heard?
Hang on. That's the last thing we heard from you.
I spent a penny. I would like a redraw on my initiative.
All right,
Okay.
that gives you a queen.
Okay, but it's still a lower queen, but it's closer, and that's fine.
It puts you ahead of me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it still puts me behind the guards.
Yeah, but there's
Yeah.
still a full like they ran their full distance, and only two unshook. So
I mean, they ran their full distance, but they also have guns.
it's true, but they can't see you. They can't actually see any of you because of the way
Because they're not inside the building, right?
because they're in the building. They're just down the hallway, and none of you are
Right.
within the in my mind, none of you are within that frame of the doorway.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So they have to come back to get. It's sort of like, yeah, they could hit you distance wise, but their like line of target is only this much, and you're not there. You're not where my face is. So, at least that's how I was thinking of the image in my head.
That's fine.
Except, well, that's not true. Jules is, because Jules is literally drinking the blood. So Jules actually is going to continue drinking the blood of this person. Just fully enjoying it. And that's her turn as she continues damaging him. One of them's going to roll to unshake. He gets it.
This poor guy is probably about dead.
Oh, yeah, super dead.
If he's an extra, he's probably
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
God.
She got all his blood. So now the ones that they're going to turn, and they're actually all going to shoot at Jules. But they have a whole body. She has a whole body in front of her. So I'm going to add toughness to that.
You could just do it as cover.
Yeah, I actually that's true. If I do it as cover, none of them hit. That's fine. I'll just do that. And I don't want to spend my Benny. So dunk 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 dunk. Luckily, like 2 bullets go wide and just like hit the wall, but 1 bullet like sinks into the the person is definitely dead now because a bullet fired from a high impact rifle like slams into his spine, and he twitches in Jules' embrace, and you can just see like the knees go down. Like she is holding his full weight now. It's your turn now.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Sorry, it's your turn now, Jackie. Or Amy Ward. What are you going to do?
I'm going to go get Jules.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you my plan, and then you tell me what I need to do, and if I'm going to have to make multi-action for a second thing, because one of them is obviously going to be spent on pace. My brain is struggling. I haven't had coffee today, and I think that's the problem.
Well, we'll take a break soon, and then you can get coffee.
I don't have the right ingredients to get it in my house, so it would have to be a longer break. So I'm just gonna get it after. But thank you. She is going to run up to Jules and like try to bodily remove her and be like, we need to fucking go now. We don't have time for this. Jules, please. Like that's what she's going to say.
Okay. I'm gonna need, yes, you will, full pace, and then like we need to go because you're putting your hands on her, so that's full pace. I'm gonna need some sort of, you're not intimidating her, are you?
No, she's not trying to intimidate.
So you're gonna have to make some sort of persuasion roll.
Yeah, but she's not a person of authority, and I don't think the outsider hindrance applies here, so I'm
Nope.
not actually as fucked as I normally
It's
am.
true, and I'll actually give you a +2 because you're her cousin.
And we definitely didn't have any beef at all whatsoever.
She's not quite the one that was once there. You know what I mean?
No.
I also grew up out of the personal beef, so.
It's true.
Oh, that's 2 3s.
Ooh, that's
Even
so
with the
bad.
+2?
Oh, not with the +2. That was 2 3s on the dice. With +2, that's a 5, so that's a base success.
Okay. And she looks at you and goes, "He ruined my tea party."
There'll be plenty of opportunity for other tea parties that are in less dire situations. We really don't have time for this, Jules.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. She like holds her hand out to you. It's
Yeah,
this
take
is
it.
so disconcerting because the Jules that you remembered was like a bad bitch. She like
Mhm.
kicked everybody's out. So to have this sort of broken child but like grown human being is so like you don't know what she went through.
I don't.
And it is
Yeah.
And
terrifying a little bit.
it's obviously been horrible, extremely traumatic to say the least. Like, she is a completely different person, and Amy has feelings about it, but now's not the time. So if there's still movement left,
You
I'd
could
like to go further down the hall, but if there's not, that's totally
I
fine
will
too.
you have enough movement left, I would say, that you can move out of the doorway so that you're not in direct shootingness next turn.
Thank you.
No
I'll take it.
Streffen, your turn.
Okay. So I'm just gonna think out loud for a minute here.
Sure.
Even if we get rid of all of these guards,
Mm-hmm.
we're still in this high security facility
Mm-hmm.
where reinforcements will come for their side.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Like, we need to get out.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously it is going to be torturous if we have to fight our way through the whole way.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't have the resources to do that the way that this game is structured.
Sure.
Like we will probably just die if we try to do that. But
Wow, thanks for the vote of confidence.
Jackie, you know I love you and I have like full confidence in your ability to pilot Amy to do some awesome shit. But also,
Oh my god. Pilot Amy? Are we all just mechs when we RP?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, go ahead.
We can assume that all turns of phrase are literal. So just thinking out loud here, I think that aside from like taking up Septimus's absurd offer, we're going to have to pull some crazy shit out of our asses.
He didn't even make an offer. He was just like, "Hey, I need you to kill this dude." And then when we started asking questions, was like, "I need time," and left us. There was no offer. It was just, "Are you? I need you to do this thing for me."
Right, but there was implied offer of getting us out in order to do the thing for us. Like that was implied by his flexing his powers.
Yeah, but he didn't actually say it because Amy might have been like, "Yeah, sure, fuck it, whatever," at that point. But like,
yeah. But anyway, so what I'm saying is, I want to try something crazy and off-brand that might cause might give us more wacky story beats that we have to go through. What I want to do is figure out a way to tunnel out of this bubble of reality back through the fade back to our world.
Okay.
I don't know how many actions you would require for that, but I imagine it would start with some kind of occult roll to map where we are magically.
Sure.
Probably using like October's monocle to
Mm-hmm.
see the magic present in this place.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me that
Okay.
occult roll. I could see how it is. I could see how that works. You may want to shut the door, but yes.
Well, yeah. We're probably gonna want to one step at a time. Okay. Oh boy, my D8 explodes.
At least one of us is acing things. I don't think I've only aced the one time, and that was after I spent 2 fucking bennies.
Yeah. Into a 3. That puts me at 11. I get +2 because I'm a nerd.
Nerd.
Which puts me at 13, which is 2 raises. A success and 2 raises. Assuming I don't have any, hidden penalties. A 13.
Okay, a 13. You look through the monocle, and this place is just like there's so much fucking magic in this place because you're inside the room that has this area that it houses real people, like scary people. So there are wards everywhere. They just run around. It's sort of like looking through like a heads up display. You you see runes and sigils that you didn't even notice before that just like glow everywhere. And I will say with a 13, you actually see the outline of Septimus standing next to you, because like this whole time he's just been like standing next to you.
Of course.
Sort of like outlined in like orange, like you were just
like Predator heat vision.
Yeah, except just the outline, not the heat part. He just like
but with magic.
Yeah.
Predator magic vision.
And when you spot him, he
like
just go ahead.
The being at the doors of truth in Full Metal Alchemist.
Yes.
and
And like
the one with the teeth and the one arm and leg because of the thing. Yeah.
And when you see him, he freezes like a little kid spotted. He's like, you found me. And everything freezes again, and he pops out. And everyone gets and we're gonna pause there for our break.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Hey. That's what he does. Found me, and everything sort of freezes again. And also now he has a tiny goatee. just like right here. Like he just grew it. Like more time for him has passed than you. His hair's a little bit longer. I did some research.
Oh. I'm sure that will be helpful to you.
Shall we walk?
Sure, let's walk.
Jules,
ladies, do we want to walk?
Jules like practically skips over to Septimus, who's like holding his arm cruxed out. She's got like blood all over her face, and like she takes his arm.
Amy shrugs and follows.
Come.
Are we actually like going to go anywhere? Like when you snap your fingers and things start moving again, or are we just going to be right back where we were?
I don't know. That depends on you. Would you like to be somewhere else?
I think she just blinks at him. I'm not a fan of walking for no reason.
Oh, I see. Not much of a jogger then. Don't like the dopamine releases.
Streffen just looks down at his leg. says, "No, I've never been one for jogging either."
Oh, I'm sorry. Did that come across as ableist? I didn't mean to. I apologize. We can
Um,
We
take.
can appreciate we can appreciate a self-aware man like that. Yeah.
Here, I promise. When we get
Apology.
outside, there'll be something waiting for us. Come.
Okay.
It's just that fucking was it Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
Yeah, that
that had
fucking
the
car. Yes, with
the
the car
fucking car with the bubbles and everything.
and the wings that came out of it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, not the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang car. Like from that era, it's I want to say it's Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. No, it's Willy Wonka. It's from Willy Wonka. They're in the car and it's got the bubbles shooting out, and then
Yeah.
they hit the point where it like squeegees them through, and it like compresses at that line, and it comes out a little slower, but they're all clean and dry again.
Yep.
That vehicle.
Yep. It is not that. If you go with him, you walk into the next room, where the hot man is. It's just another row of cells, and you go into the room where you came in, where there was extra storage and another entrance, and there are like 5 people in there,
Awesome.
but frozen, and they're also but they're like grabbing riot shields and stuff. The door to the back. Come. This is, don't worry about them. They can't get you right now. And when you get out, though, like the person that you knocked unconscious is like, they have moved him to the side, like he's been pulled out and laid across it, and there is just like there's like a dozen people here. But there is also a horse-drawn carriage with like 2 white horses. Would you, everyone?
I think the best way to describe Amy's demeanor is the petulant teen that was forced to go with their family to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Like they're there, they can't do anything about it, they're not happy about it, and they know verbally complaining is not going to get them anywhere, so it's just arms crossed, following along, sitting when told to sit, but like not inherently engaging, even though she is attentive and listening.
Yes. And when I say horse-drawn carriage, by the way, I mean the like ones that you take for romantic rides in like Central Park.
Right.
It's like open and stuff. There's like several very nice blankets in there. It's wide enough that all 3 of you can sit comfortably on like on the cushion looking forward, and he takes like he has the reins.
Okay.
That's fine, I guess. Like Amy's going to go along, but is again not happy about it.
Like he metaphorically already has the reins.
Yeah,
sure.
And he's like, and like the horses start going, and he turns you fully at this point, but the horses are still going. So like
the reins are floating behind him.
Floating, yeah. And he's just like, he like crosses his leg. He's like a little bit higher than you, because you like, and he like crosses his leg, and he like looks his hand. He puts his hand. Okay. I can see a little bit how I came off mysterious last time, and I don't mean to. There are just rules. There are rules about these things. What can be said, what can be interpreted between the lines, as it were. What I can reveal in this place. You know what I understand? It's all wibbledy-wobbledy.
Okay.
And he looks at you. I'm trying not to attract the attention of certain others.
What can you tell us then?
What can I tell you? I can tell you that things are not right. That,
You said that.
yes, and it's pretty much the truth. You and I, well, I don't know about I, but you in this particular case, in this particular way, should not exist. Not that I'm trying to take away your agency as a being.
Didn't know she was such a good actress. She's playing a parrot really well right now.
She's a very good parrot.
I love her so much.
Streffen, I guess he just kind of blinks a couple times and he says, I'm doing my best to acknowledge that you're only allowed to say certain things in certain ways, but
They are listening.
Good for them.
right. So if things were to happen the way that you claim they should happen,
Yes.
what does everything end? Does everyone end? Or are you talking about something more like a change in the structure of things that alters causality but doesn't necessarily, is it even, hold on, I need to decide, does Streffen actually care this much about the ethics of I can't imagine him not caring. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a moral difference between killing everyone on Earth and forcing everyone to rewriting everything so that everyone is different from the way they are?
Is it even rewriting? The way you were describing it with your sugar cube fucking metaphor, that it was going to come out that like everything just ended. What was going on there? You were like, oh, you're this little sugar cube, but you think you're like this, but you're actually like this, with the tea seeping up into it. What's the tea?
Oh, oh, lady, you don't want the tea to know that you're talking about it. We don't spill the tea. And
you have established no stakes.
Well,
you have only told us that you fucked up and we need to fix it. You have not told us why we should care.
Oh, well, that's very simple. Eventually, the tea will get strong enough to dissolve you, regardless of what you're doing.
So how is this the better alternative?
Well, not to be... Well, at some point, if it's about action, right? And he says, no one knew what happened to Humpty Dumpty, right? They tried as they mighted. He could not be put back, but I have a theory that we could put back. We just need the shell pieces.
And killing Lamia is going to be a shell piece.
Step 1.
Oh, you haven't even done the first step.
Well, you have to think of it more as an IKEA thing, right? Where there's like step A.
I don't know what IKEA is.
Step B and step 1A. You've ever built one of those tiny,
no,
like the shelves, and like you have to like put all those wooden pegs in. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I've never had to build furniture in my life.
You've never built furniture? What do you just buy a bespoke? What are you, a
She's from a
millionaire?
rich family. She's a rich dompier.
she makes a look that like she knows not to say yeah, doesn't everybody, but she makes a look that's just like duh. The privilege.
Ah,
Meanwhile, Streffen is just like, well, yeah, you gotta like.
And then you gotta have an Allen wrench, and
you
you'll
know,
always have extra screws left over that you're worried that you missed somewhere, but they're just extras in case you lose one.
you're building a table when we've had a coffee table. No, he doesn't say that. But he does try to like get you to explain. All right. So, have you ever done an essay in school? And there are like 5 parts of it.
No, I understand that there's a structure where the first thing
good.
has to happen before everything else follows. I get that's how it works.
I'm glad you're not slow.
She takes a breath.
Okay, how about this? As a show of good faith, I'll get us out of here. Good faith.
Okay, that's a good start for us. I like that. And I guess okay. Yes, okay. I like that. Good faith.
Good faith.
Good faith. No expectations other than hearing you out and considering what you have to say in good faith.
In good faith.
Okay.
Good faith.
Good faith.
Good faith.
Good faith all around.
Good faith.
We
all
got
around.
it. Good faith, just fucking do it. Y'all have been going back and forth and saying good faith for like
Good
2
faith.
minutes.
Good faith.
Yeah. He turns back to the horses. Siegfried, Roy, chop chop. And the like horse.
Man.
And the horse like do a little like little jump, and like the cart does a little bump, and it's just through and out, and then you're back in this, like there's a blinding flash of light, and you're now just like,
And now we're just riding around Central Park in a carriage.
Yep, riding around
Yep.
Central Park with a carriage.
I think at one point during the conversation, Amy would have helped Jules clean off her face.
And she fights you as like a child would, like just keeps turning
like
her head.
You have to like get a handkerchief and lick it and then grab her chin and
Yeah, that's it exactly.
God.
Here's why you need to understand what you need to do. And he says, he's like, whoa, there you go, horses. We should really be banning this. It's really torture to these animals. I don't understand why the city doesn't stop it. But I don't have much time right here. They know. You know what I'm saying? They know. And he reaches into his jacket, the jacket of his tuxedo, and pulls out like a 1950s like atomic age looking like ray gun. That's like a toy ray gun.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, killing Lemire is not as simple as you may think it is. He's a very powerful man. I've tried it before. Well, he's tried to kill me. And well, we've all tried to kill each other, if you understand. He says, but this will work. And he holds it out to you. Just take it with you. And if in the course of your experiments, investigations, you come to see my side of the story, Well, use it as you see fit.
Amy's not touching it. So if it's gonna get grabbed, Streffin's gonna have to take it.
Yeah, Streffin's gonna grab it and take it into his little like bag of tricks that he had prepared for this for the heist or whatever it's called, the jailbreak.
When you touch it, there's like it's like that feeling that you get when you've like closed a really heavy book, like a dictionary was open, and you just like boom, right? Like that feeling, that air compression that sometimes like hits your face, like you feel it.
There is a okay.
That's all. Thank you, Streffen. I appreciate this. And then he turns to Amelia. Well, I think you're going to have your hands full, aren't you? And then Juliana. I'll be back for you sometime. We have so much more to see. So many more universes to explore.
Is that why she's like this? You little trips.
Well, not exactly. Well, yes, but not my... when your mother died, she was there. And she saw a little bit more than she should have. And
What did my mother see?
Pardon? I don't know your question. Say it again.
What did my mother see?
When what?
Something distracted her at the last moment.
Oh.
What did she see?
And he looks you dead in the eye. Good faith, Amelia?
I, Jackie, don't know what he's asking.
No, he's just saying like he's implying to you that he's going to do you a favor by telling you this.
She rolls her eyes, but nods and says, "Good faith."
Excellent. The one-eyed beggar.
That sounds like a euphemism.
You may have a penny for that. Just like he saw a tiny penis asking for no.
Can I have some fuckies, please? I need you to know I did the uwu finger. The one-eyed beggar.
I hated that. Hated everything a minute about that.
Man, that name sounds really fucking familiar, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, you remember the last page.
Yeah.
But he says to you, yes, he poked his head in. Nope, fuck that noise after that.
I poisoned the well.
God damn it, Jackie. I hate you.
I love you, Ben.
I don't even fucking know. I can't even go on. Like there's no phrase that I can think in my head that doesn't sound like someone is slowly pulling their penis through their fly. I'm really struggling. I'm really fucking struggling. Jesus
He
Christ.
peeked through the folds of
I
space.
fucking hate you. You gotta stop.
I'm trying to help at this point.
Okay, fucking hell! Like you guys fucking broke me, the two of you. Fuck.
Man,
Yeah,
I
wow.
need that to be clipped, and I don't know how to do it myself.
What? Just like your
Your reaction as well, but
Oh,
like,
God. Woo. I'm in my
You edit it out of
vapors.
you edit out of the VOD just to
Just
fuck
boop,
me.
Just removing that. No. Just I'm gonna make a little audio clip now that like anytime I start a phone call like on Discord, I'll just be like, "Can I have fuckies, please?" No. Kill.
Yes, have that be the first sound on the Liber Novus Discord soundboard.
I hate that. I can't even say that phrase without like bile in my mouth. Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
Fuck a
I can't help it. I'm a millennial degenerate.
Yeah, millennial. Hey, that's my favorite punk rock band.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, what a good goof.
Oh fuck.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
So
yes, he said.
the monocular vagrant.
Yes, the monocular. He says the one-eyed beggar showed up. He's he's got his thumb in this. Nope. Fucking hell no. He's
got his finger in all the pies.
Finger in every pie. No. He says, yes, the one-eyed vagrant was there. No, the one-eyed. She saw the one-eyed beggar. When we were plotting her ascension, I always warned that if any of the others showed up, that would be difficult. And she saw him, because he showed up. Always trying to put a wrench in my plans.
Plotting her ascension. You gonna elaborate on that?
Are you going to kill Morris and Lemire?
It very much depends on that elaboration.
Well, my elaboration very much depends on whether or not you do what you do. So, and he claps his hands together. I think we're done here. You have so much to deal with. You killed the people who had you on, who've been keeping an eye on you. You're going to be on the run from the Bastion very soon, Amelia. But at least you'll get the pages that Morris and Lemire set you on. And that pretty little neck of yours won't explode.
How comforting.
TTFN. Ta-ta for now.
I hate you. I feel like, and please feel free to shut this down, but Morris and Lemire's texting habits are a topic of great discussion. I feel like he often ends with a TTFN.
Oh, I don't
like that is instead of a TTYL, it is a TTFN.
TTF, yeah, like he's just mocking, Morris and Lemire. Like I could see that. I could see that.
Like the only way it could be more explicit is if he gave us a thumbs up.
Yeah, just a thumbs up. But you don't actually like. There's like a moment of dizziness, and you're standing behind the like off to the side of the carriage now, where you had been sitting in it before, and he's just like, ha ha, and like, but he like makes the sound. He doesn't actually whip the horses, and just. And away he goes.
We should probably get out of here, huh?
You know, shit. Hey, Paxton.
Hey, Jackie.
How would Striffen feel about housing Jules.
Probably stressed but willing. That's
Okay.
kind of how Streffen feels about everything.
Yeah. So that's on average, that's pretty neutral, right? Not too bad. Okay. Ben, what time is it in game?
Nighttime.
And in relation to when meet with
Whoa, try
quote
that
unquote Von
again.
House. What?
Try that again. In relation to what?
In relation to when we're meeting with quote unquote Von House. How much time is it till then? 'Cause I think with every step of prep that we did, we had gotten it down to like a day.
Yeah.
So
You check your watch, and you're actually a day earlier
awesome, great, fun.
than when
It's
you
a
Okay.
day
left.
before when we went in.
Yes. So
Uh-huh.
somewhere out there, the two of you are dealing with the fallout of the. No. Didn't you guys go straight on after? Did you rest a night before going into after the?
I think we had to because you got your PowerPoints back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So tonight you all.
And we met up at Amy's place.
Yeah. So tonight you all are feeling the fallout of the
Perfectly executed
perfectly
plan?
executed plan. Yes.
Okay. Amy's looking at her watch and then looks up to Streffen and says, "It's yesterday." We might need to go to yours because we're going to be at mine. And I don't really want to deal with the complications of that.
Yeah, let's go. I guess I'll just hail a cab because we can't take your bike. There's too many of us, and also you're using your bike.
Yeah.
Yep. So, just so you remember, like, Jules still looks in like I think did I describe her clothes as like shredded, like shredded?
Oh, right.
She's got a little blood on
Yeah.
her, and she looks like a dirty, crazy woman. Not
Yep.
pejoratively. But the guy,
Mhm.
you know, you.
This is a New York taxi.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's paid enough to care.
Nope, he's seen a lot in his life. So you stop a cab. He's like, "Hey, you guys coming from a movie shoot?"
Sure.
And Jules goes, "Thank you for a ride in your carriage, kind sir." Yeah, no problem, lady.
Method actor.
Oh my god.
And
I'm just gonna. I'm just going.
Why do you let me talk, Paxton?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I said, why do you let me talk?
so
because I'm not in charge of you.
so
It's not my job to make you stop talking.
so
Yeah, but it should be Streffen's.
so you guys wind up at the house or at Streffen's apartment.
I tip the driver generously.
Hey, thanks. Everything in Streffen's apartment is IKEA.
Everything is IKEA.
That's not just Allen wrenches for days.
You have a drawer full of Allen wrenches.
Drawer of near identical Allen wrenches.
Yep. And like wooden dowels that you were like, fuck, I dropped it. No. Yeah.
Like that drawer that is the IKEA junk drawer that has all of the extra screws and wooden dowels and Allen wrenches that were left over.
They are all meticulously labeled. according to which
Like you've just got some masking tape that you put around like the long part of the Allen wrench that you've written the
No,
name of the furniture piece. So some of them are really fucking long.
No, the 1001 actually pays me relatively well.
Right.
So I have my own label maker.
Oh. So-
Yeah.
I've got a spreadsheet of all of the like the IKEA name for the thing, what I call it, and what room it's in, so that I can be like, oh yeah, my desk. Yeah, I know what that's called now. Anyway,
the Sigmar. No.
I think Amy would lead Jules over to like the kitchen table, have her sit down with her, and then look over to Streffen and say, Do you have a change of clothes that she could use?
Yeah, sure. And I'll bring her some like gotta have some like sweatpants and like a t-shirt kind of a thing that's like it'll do.
Yep. It will do. And she gets, I think you take some time cleaning her up.
Yeah. That was going to be the next thing. Like if she was willing, there would be Amy, like the equivalent of giving her a sponge bath, but with, so.
Yeah, and she's pretty pliant overall. Just like, okay, you know what I mean? Not like, and she looks she goes, at one point, she's like, she's like saying little things to herself. Eepers, creepers, chimney sweepers. Had a wife but couldn't keep her. Had another, didn't love her. Up a chimney he did shove her. Just like, just a bunch of fairy tales, bunch of like nursery rhymes, but like the dark beginnings. Do.
Yeah.
And then at one point she just stops and she goes, "You're in trouble, Amelia."
With who?
Everyone. He's seeking a seat at the table, one of the 9, but the table is broken.
Sorry, I know there's delay between what we experience and then what the stream experiences, but you finish that line and then I look over to chat and Rasp. It's just like heckin' concern. Like it popped in as soon as you finished that thought.
That's funny.
Yeah. Like big heckin' concern.
You're right.
On the nose there, bud. It reminds me again, Ben. Because like the whole, I don't think this is what she's alluding to. But when the vampires were united, how many seats were at that table?
9.
Okay, cool, great, awesome. Fuck. All right.
Yeah, that's good.
That's great. Who was he?
She shrugs. I don't know. He doesn't have a face.
Does he have a name that you can say?
Oh man, now I gotta look at my fucking notes.
Feature.
Oh, sorry. Sorry to make you do your job.
Gotta look at my fucking job. What am I doing with my?
Can you imagine if Ben started doing his fucking job? Like he just was like, "Okay, class, today we're going to learn."
I sincerely doubt Ben starts with "Okay, class."
Actually,
Yeah.
I start everything with, "All right, let's pitter patter." That's what I yell at the beginning of every fucking class with,
God.
and then I'm
That
like,
sounds that I believe.
I'll like kick
Yeah.
open the door. I'll sing whatever song I want to sing. Just like blam, I'll just be like, "This is a night, such a beautiful," and then I'll yell, "Put your phones in the bucket." Even though they're not really, it's not a bucket. It's like a thing we have to hold cell phones. It kind of looks like a shoe, like a shoe organizer. And they put their cell
Okay.
phones in there so they can't like shop for dresses on their phones while I'm trying to teach. And then I'm like, "All right, it's time for psychology." And then I sing a psychology song. And then I put up some slides and we go crazy.
Nice.
And then we go crazy.
Let's
Oh,
pitter
what were you
patter,
doing?
old palaver,
Uh,
as the gunslinger would say.
Yeah.
Anyway.
J.J. Moore. No, that's not J.J. Moore. That's his name. He is not a nice man. Mean man.
J.J. Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Does that name sound familiar to Amy?
Give me a common sense roll.
Common sense? You mean common knowledge?
Sure. No, give me a fucking common sense. You know not to cross the
God.
street without looking both ways. God damn it.
I don't have that stat. I'm gonna have to roll it untrained. No, common knowledge. Let's go. D4 common knowledge. Hey, that's a 5. Are there any penalties?
No.
Good. Oh,
He's J.J. Moore is the mayor of Baltimore.
God damn it. Okay. Okay.
Is he publicly a member of the, or like,
Yes.
do we know
Yes.
if he is a Mysteria member?
Yep, he's the first. He is the first mayor in decades to be actively in both worlds.
Okay.
And you know that right before, you would know this, that right before he died, before he was sent on the mission that killed him, Bucky Snuffles did a series of exposés on J.J. Moore under Bucky Snuffles' secret like nom de plume named, which was Simon Portents.
Okay. Well, I have a habit of attracting trouble. But I always come out okay.
I don't think this time, though. The story's not looking good for you.
Can you see the story?
I've seen pieces of it. Chapters, sentences.
Is that what you were drawing on your walls?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what happened to you?
I saw the stories. I peeked. Don't read the story, Amy. Don't read the story.
You know me, I've never liked books.
Auntie Cordella knew the story.
Uh-huh.
How long? How long did she know the story for?
Well, not the full story. Just what...
Oh.
Yeah, just what Septimus told her. But she was smart and tough, and she knew. She knew how to handle what he told her.
Did she talk to you about what the plan was? She never told me anything.
No. And if maybe she did. But the birds, they fly. And it's hard to focus.
Okay.
Wow, that was much heavier than I assumed. You can take a Benny for that. That was sadder than I meant it to be.
Thank you.
But she's cleaned up. She's in her big sweater.
I think Amy is making her some hot cocoa
Oh, that's nice.
out of the stuff that Streffen has for people that aren't him.
Yeah.
That we have established in a previous session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get some of your like weird fairy bread, and it's delicious. It's been a minute since I did it. Yeah. You were hungry.
Do you want big marshmallows or small marshmallows, Jules?
Big marshmallows.
Okay. Just one giant one, and then some other like slightly smaller ones that are just literally shoved into.
Yeah.
Like it's an extra big mug because if you're going to be doing big marshmallows, it's gotta be. But
Just scraps up. So what's the plan, Stans?
That's the question, isn't it?
Immediately the first thing that Amy's concerned about is final meeting with what's his fuck.
Mm-hmm. If you remember you did already
Divine.
set up the Marcus Divine. You
A
did
sting, yeah.
a sting, but now it's 2 days away as opposed to 1 day away.
Yeah, but if I steal that opportunity from the Bastion, then they'll be even more mad at me.
Sure.
And it's like
you killed one of their dudes. They're gonna figure you out eventually. That's the
their
big
dude
question.
attacked me.
Okay. You were
I don't
While in pursuit of his duty,
Yeah.
like
his duty.
yeah, his duty.
God, but to your point, they might not give me back the stuff because of that.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, so we're gonna call for a meeting early. Meet with him, get our things. Required proof. Do we still have the photo?
Of whom?
Cordella's head.
Yeah.
Or beheaded body, at least.
Yeah.
Cool. So my thought is the photo can be used to prove that it wasn't that Cordella's fucking dead. Or as part of proof, as well as like the magic that is binding me to be truthful in this moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily want to bring Jules to the meeting, but I also don't trust her to be on her own. So she's likely going to have to come with stipulations and conversations happening beforehand that will hopefully convince her to stay with Amy and not go with Marcus Divine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you all travel back to Marcus's club.
Mm-hmm.
He's up late. The ghoul greets you at the door, takes you through it, the same place. And in walks, and there's Marcus. And he sees you, right? And he's pretty blasé about it. And then he sees Jules. And he says, "Oh man, I gotta get a stupid fucking Euro track." Like,
Blah, blah,
bleh,
blah.
bleh, bleh.
Blah,
I
blah.
do not sound like I am this. Yes. Ah, Juliana. So this is who you discovered. Alien news.
My portion of the contract has been fulfilled.
And news on Cordella.
She is dead. And was not in the prison.
And he like
I'm gonna throw the photo at him.
and he looks at it. And then like crumples it in his hand. This must have been quite trying for you, Amelia. Come, have wine with me.
I have fulfilled my part of the contract. It is your turn.
So it is. Look at us. Look at how we have what we have fallen to. We were so great once.
Yeah, so was Icarus.
He flew too close. Perhaps. Perhaps it is what happened. And he goes to, there's like a safe. He like does little spinny things. Opens it, pulls out the envelope. I suppose we did have a bargain, but I would hate for this to be the last time that we see one another. There are still some of us out there. Not all of us fled to Europe after that evening. They need a Renwick. You, Juliana, to take the lead again.
To what end?
So we are not hunted like dogs anymore.
What, you think attacking back is going to solve that aggression?
We were almost kings of this world. Kings of it.
Tyrants.
Spits in the. You are weak.
I'm compassionate. Sorry, I couldn't hold myself together on that one.
Compassionate for fucking livestock. Nope, that came out. Compassionate for fucking cows, chickens. These are animals to be eaten. I will bring the dream of your mother to fruition, even if you will not help me, Amelia. Juliana, will you join me?
Amelia is holding her hands. Amy has not let go of Jules's hand anytime we're out and about. Like, they are holding hands and her grip tightens. Not in a painful way, but in a like child in a security blanket kind of way, you know?
Mm-hmm. And she looks at you kind of quizzically. And then she looks at Marcus. No. I don't think so. I remember you, though. But here's something you don't know. And Marcus leads her. What is it? You're gonna die tomorrow.
I think Amy can't help the smile that creeps onto her face when she says that.
Big men with big guns, designed just for killing you. They know you're here, and they're gonna kill you. You should run away. And Marcus looks into Jules's eyes, trying to figure out if there's any like searching, if like what's there, and you see him blanch a little bit. It'll be okay.
Or you,
Oh, go ahead.
I was saying, or you can stay and show them what vampires can really do. You know, teach the cattle a lesson. Calling him on his fucking bluff.
And he just says, "Get out of here." But it's like a little
Gladly.
less powerful.
She'll spit on the floor, take her stuff, and leave. I need that pencil. No.
As you walk away, you can feel like there was something under your skin. You could feel it this whole time, like the necklace, and you can feel like there's just a relaxing of it. And it had gone under your skin, and now you feel that there is a necklace around your actual neck, like it has come out. It is, physically manifested, and it's like loose around your neck.
Cool. I break it.
Tape it off.
Those are usually one and done, right?
What?
The contracts, like the necklace that binds the contract.
Yeah.
Is it a one-use charge kind of thing?
I mean, you could make a new binding and use it again.
Yeah, so I'll just break it.
You would need the
I'll
other
crumble
pair.
it in my fist.
Just
yeah,
crunch it up. And as the three of you go off into the night to at least hide for 24 hours before you can then be out and about again.
On the bright side, we now have a hell of an alibi.
Yeah, because Marcus Divine is going to, testify on our part.
No, like, Streffen is going out of his way to, like, collect receipts for, like, taxi rides and stuff all over the place. Like, I was here, and I bought groceries here. Like,
somebody must have just used my face. That's so crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the three of you, and as you're doing this whole thing, Streffen, you can't help but feel that your bag is a little bit heavier with the ray gun that is inside of it. And that's where we're going to end.
Yeah.
Good God. We don't get to know what's on the ladder. We don't even get that.
I'm almost done building it, actually, so not yet.
Okay. All right.
But I will give
the
it
page that we've been trying to get for like
half
3 arcs.
3 arcs.
Yeah.
At least.
All right. Let's
What's up, John?
extra devoted ourselves, outroed ourselves. You're up
I was
first.
last time. So hi, I have been Paxton, playing Streffen. If you want to talk to me, get on the Discord. It's pinned. Other than that, I sometimes exist in other places on the internet, but not very often lately. So just get on the Discord.
Get on the Discord.
Get in the comments.
Yeah. All right. You're up.
Oh, wait, that's not.
Hi, bye. I'm Jackie. I've been playing Amy. You can occasionally find me on Twitter at GoodShipSarcasm. You'll recognize me by the Strawberrio, but I'm barely ever on there. More frequently, you can find me on the various discords of actual play podcasts I greatly enjoy. Liber Novus obviously included, despite its lack of podcast status.
So far.
Other ones of so far, ooh, a tease. Other ones of note being, including but not limited to Tabletop Squadron, Orpheus Protocol, Sounds Like Crows, and then my personal favorite, RPG for You and Me.
RPG for You and Me. They're lovely people, and actually, they pretty I still shout out to them for their inspiration for this stream, for making me realize how great Savage Worlds is. Yeah, they're lovely people. All right, and I'm Ben Hatton. Couple things coming down the pike, my friends. Couple things. Oh, you can find me mostly at the Liber Novus thing, Discord. We're lovely people. I'm doing my best to create. I'm not very good at this whole social internet people facilitation, but I'm doing my best as I juggle everything. But couple things. We are taking a break from Amy and Streffen and the other characters and the other arcs, and we're going to do a series of intermissions. To see that will sort of highlight and look at the bigger mystery. And I'm inviting members of the community to join. If you want to play, come to the Discord, join the Discord, and then shoot me a DM and be like, hey, Ben Hatton, what's up? Would you be interested in... I'd like to play in a game or a stream. And if you don't want your face on the internet, you can do just what Jackie did today. Or if you don't want to stream, then maybe we can do some voice recording, and you can go from there, and we'll put it out as a something. And anyway, that's there. But yeah, come on over. That's one of the things. And the other thing is to try to build community. Is I'm gonna start some song stuff. So come play with people. Come be friends with all of us. And thanks for taking your Saturday watching lunchtime with us. It's not always easy, but happy holidays, happy New Year. Keep on 2025ing. Nope, that's 2 years from now. Keep on 2024. Man,
Sorry. Sir. No. Sir, please.
If you play in this game, we jump full years. Full fucking years. All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Everyone.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye now.